Gaza Strip Reuters. Israel launched deadly airstrikes on Rafah on Thursday, February 22, after threatening to send troops in to hunt for Hamas militants in the southern Gaza city, where around 1.4 million Palestinians have sought refuge. Another 97 people were killed over the past 24 hours in Hamas-run Gaza, the health ministry said, as a envoy was in Israel for fresh efforts to secure a truce. International concern has spiraled over the territory's escalating civilian death toll and the desperate humanitarian crisis sparked by the war that followed Hamas's October 7 attack against Israel. Brett McGurk, White House coordinator for the Middle East and North Africa, held talks with Israeli Defense Minister Yoav Gallant in Tel Aviv, after meeting with other mediators in Cairo. Hamas chief Ismail Haniyeh was in the Egyptian capital for truce talks earlier this week, the group said. Mediators including the United States, Qatar and Egypt have tried and so far failed to broker a ceasefire and hostage release deal, but this week have been making a new push to break the deadlock. The Israeli Defense Ministry said the discussion with McGurk covered returning hostages, operational developments in Hamas strongholds in central and southern Gaza, and humanitarian aid efforts. Gallant stressed the importance of dismantling remaining Hamas battalions, the ministry said. War cabinet member Benny Gantz sounded an optimistic note ahead of McGurk's arrival, saying efforts to promote a new plan for the return of the hostages were showing the first signs that indicate the possibility of progress. More than 4 months of relentless fighting and bombardment have flattened much of Gaza and pushed its population of around 2.4 million to the brink of famine, according to the United Nations. West Bank attack. The war has also triggered mounting violence in the occupied West Bank, where 3 Palestinian gunmen opened fire on cars in a traffic jam on Thursday, killing 1 person and wounding 8, including a pregnant woman. The attackers were shot dead at the scene, near a Jewish settlement east of Jerusalem. Israeli far-right politicians quickly called for more citizens to carry weapons and for even greater restrictions on Palestinians in the West Bank. Hamas urged an escalation in attacks. Concern has centered on Gaza's southernmost city of Rafah, where hundreds of thousands of displaced civilians are living in crowded shelters and makeshift camps where disease threatens. Israel has warned that if Hamas does not free the remaining hostages held in Gaza by the start of Ramadan on March 10 or 11, it will keep fighting during the Muslim holy month, including in Rafah. Israel has already been bombing the city, which was again hit overnight. I woke up to the sound of a huge explosion like an earthquake. Fire, smoke, blasts and dust everywhere, said Rami al-Shayer, 21, who told AFP he and others pulled wounded family members from the rubble. Like an earthquake.